a member of the Polish Parliament, the first ever black in Polish history. All this taught me a few things, and I want to share some of these things with you because I believe that wherever you are, that you can succeed. When I was coming to Poland in 1993, Nigeria was richer than Poland. Did you hear me? I was earning more as a research assistant in a university than I was earning as a senior lecturer in the university. I was earning more as a research assistant in Nigeria than a senior lecturer in a Polish university. In 1990, the GDP per capita of Poland was like $1,963. So many people, I remember my uncle, he said, "Why do you want to go to Poland? Why don't you choose Holland?" There's so much difference. Only this one is Poland, this one is Holland, and this one is richer now. All right? Why don't you go to Italy, to UK? But I felt that the place I was being called was Poland. And it wasn't always easy. I mean, today, Poland has more than $30,000 GDP per capita. A lot has changed. It's the 6th largest economy in the European Union, the 23rd largest economy in the world. It wasn't always easy. It wasn't always easy. So now what I want to do is I would like to share with you 9 lessons, and I will conclude because I'm interested in answering your questions. 9 lessons that I have learned, or 9 things that helped me in doing what I did in Poland. Okay. Number 1, learn the language. Learn the language. Learn the language. There is no way you can succeed and actually make an impact in a place if you are not able to interact with the people. Do you understand what I'm saying? Learn the language. Even if you're not going to reside here like I did for 27 years, but that will be an important point in your resume, that you speak Polish language. And maybe something will open up in future. And maybe they're going to send you as Pakistani ambassador to Poland because you speak Polish language. Maybe they're going to send you as Indian ambassador to Poland because you speak the Polish language. Or maybe a company in India is going to send you as the Eastern European director because you speak the Polish language. So don't take anything for granted. This opportunity that you have, make use of it. Learn the language. Learn the language. Many people would like to learn the language, but they don't have that opportunity. They have to go to a language school somewhere outside of the country. But you are inside the country. Immerse yourself in the culture and learn the language. That's number 1. Number 2, please be friendly and lenient to the Polish people. I know why I'm saying this, especially to my colored friends. There's something I found out about people of color when they come to Poland. They come with that mindset that Poland is a racist country, that there is racism here. How many of you think that? Raise up your hand. I don't agree. I don't agree. Now let me tell you, it doesn't mean that I've not gone through some negative things. I'll tell you 2 stories, or maybe more. On the 23rd of December, 1993, you weren't born then. I was coming out from a shop, and these 3 young men walked up to me, and they said, "Sotitutai rubbish. What are you doing here?" You know, I'm a very, very jovial and very, humorous person. So I just smiled. I just said, "Nierozumian." So one of them spit at me on my face. The other one tried to put off the cigarette in my eyes, and then the other person hit me. I staggered and I walked away. I think that was the most difficult experience I had in Poland, because I didn't know there was anything like skinheads, and no one prepared me for that. And I came to Poland, heartbroken because my fiancée had just left me. She said she didn't want to be my wife. And I came to Poland lonely, desolate. You're laughing. So I was lonely, desolate, despairing, and I needed, and then all of a sudden, these 2 days to Christmas, I went back to the teacher's hostel. I was crying. I wanted to go back. Okay? That was the first time. And then the second time, when I now had a Polish girlfriend, we visited her city, Świnoujście, and I was waiting for her in front of her own building. Again, 3 boys walked up to me, and one of them hit me. I just felt, I can't take this. I felt like just taking him and breaking him. But, he just walked away. So, it's not that I've not had such encounters. Now, when I talk about being lenient, let me tell you what I mean. So when people ask me, how did you succeed in a country that was racist? I tell them, no, Poland is not racist. All of you who have gotten to know the Poles will find that Polish people are very, very friendly. Sure. Am I right? Yeah. They are very, very friendly. Of course, there are marginal percentage of people who may not be friendly.
In every country.
In every country. Okay? Now, what I say is that what we have in Poland is what I call low intercultural competence. Low intercultural competence. Low intercultural competence is not racism. It is simply put ignorance. Post-World War II Poland was very, what's the word?
Nationalistic.
Not national, maybe nationalistic a little, but not multiracial. Okay.
Homogeneous.
Homogeneous, yes. It's homogeneous because the Jews had left, many of them had been killed, and so on. So it was very homogeneous. So in many places that I went to, I was the first black person they met physically. I remember in my first lesson at the Technical University of Szczecin, when I finished, some girls just walked up to me and then they asked me, "Excuse me, sir, can we touch your hair?" I said, "Yes, but on the condition that I can also touch your hair." They said, "Yes." So I gave them my hair to touch. Can you touch my hair? He said, "Oh, it looks like the hair of a sheep." So I touched their hair. I said, "Oh, it looks like the hair of a dog."
Actually, I want to ask this name a couple times, but by baptist.
By baptist. So, why I'm saying this is not, that wasn't racism. That was simple interest. They are being inquisitive. And there's something I always do when I go to some of these small towns and cities. I go to, little children, and I just go to them and I say, "Now you're dating," and they run out. They go to the mirror to check if they are dating. So please be lenient, be friendly. The truth is, whatever you project is what you get back. If you project friendship, openness, trust, that's what you get back. If you project suspicion, accusation, allegations, that's what you get back. So I encourage you, project the positive, project friendship, project trust. That's what you get back. Number 3, build relationships with indigenes. Build relationships. When I came to Poland, I actually made a conscious decision that I wasn't going to mingle with my brothers from Africa. I'm sorry to say that. I didn't come as a student. Most of them came as students. I came as a graduate and as a lecturer. And because of what I felt called to do, I felt that I should spend more time with the indigenes to learn and to adapt and to integrate. So I made a conscious decision to, not that I didn't have contact with them, But I tried as much as possible to build more relationship with the indigenes than I did with my own brothers and sisters. I had a reason for that. And I'm very glad about that. I'm very glad about that. Because I found out that my Polish accent is more Polish than those of them who were mingling and learning from amongst themselves. Do you understand? Okay, I'm not going to give any example. Maybe you've met some of them who've been here for very long, and when they speak Polish, you don't even understand their Polish. Okay? Number 4, give. Give wherever you are. Give. This is another thing. Most Africans and most immigrants who come from a poorer country to a richer country come with a taking attitude. They want to take in order to help, in order to do that. But I want you to change your approach. Start giving. You don't need to have a lot to give. You don't need to be very rich to give. You give of your time, you give of your resources, you give of your talent. In our own case, what we did was, number 1, the scholarships we were giving. Number 2, the way we were serving in the community. We were helping. We had an open home. People could walk into our house anytime. Homeless people, we give them food and things like that. What that does for you is that, it is said that the gifts of a man makes a way for him. It has 2 meanings. Number 1 is, if you are gifted, it will make a way for you. But the other meaning that I would like to use in this circumstance is that if you are someone who gives gifts, what it does is it opens doors for you. How many of you like others who give gifts? Raise up your hand. You like when others give you gifts? Raise up your hand. Everyone likes receiving gifts. Okay? How many of you like those who take gifts from you? Raise up your hand. Okay, I like that. So give. Give wherever you are. Be a giver. Find out how you can give back in the society where you are. Find out how you can be of use. Don't isolate yourself. Don't look only for opportunities to get for yourself, but give. Number 5. Commit to excellence. Excellence. Now let me tell you something. If an indigene is required to perform 100% for him to be a person of excellence, you as an immigrant, you are expected to do it 200%. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because you must excel, you must be better than him for you to be considered for that same position. So that is why I'm encouraging you, especially those of you from Nigeria. My Nigerian brothers, raise up your hand. From Nigeria. Okay. Please be punctual. Please.
Very important. Very, very important.
Listen very carefully. Be punctual. Be punctual. I have ministered and lectured amongst African students, and I'm Nigerian, and we are known to be notorious for our lack of punctuality, which is actually very disrespectful. And if you are not able to keep to time, now who can commit something tangible